best performing speeches are the ones that are situational, not informational. The more situational I can be about what he's going through, if he's my ideal client, the better it performs. All of us, when we do ads, that's what we are to social media. So if I go broad and say, if you're a 6 or 7 figure entrepreneur, that's a self-identifier, that's not situational. If you are a tax accountant, that's an identity, that's an occupation, that's not situational. If you are a podcaster, that's identity, that's not situational. If you're a faith-based entrepreneur, that's identity, that's not situational. The sophistication and education of the buyer has increased. Trust has decreased. What about my life as a faith-based entrepreneur can you take me into the situation I'm dealing with and explain that? That performs better. The best performing speeches are the ones that are situational, not informational. Situational, not informational. Does that make sense for everybody what I mean when I say situational, not informational? Okay. So Carter runs challenges. Carter does in-person events. Carter runs ads. He does 5-day challenges. The more situational I can be about what he's going through, if he's my ideal client, the better it performs. So if I go broad and say, if you're a 6 or 7 figure entrepreneur, that's a self-identifier, that's not situational. If you are a tax accountant, that's an identity, that's an occupation, that's not situational. If you are a podcaster, that's identity, that's not situational. If you're a faith-based entrepreneur, that's identity, that's not situational. What about my life as a faith-based entrepreneur can you take me into the situation I'm dealing with and explain that? That performs better. So one of the conversations we were having was every time I would read something she would write, I would say, if you were texting your mom or your friend, would it sound like this? Why are you writing an email like it's an infomercial? Because it's going to be one person reading the email, one person watching it. People don't have watch parties on our ads or our content. So you're not talking to groups of people, you're talking to one. So you communicate in the ad, in the content, like you're talking to one person, because that's who you're talking to. So every person should feel like you're talking directly to them. It resonates better because what you're overcoming. Can I give more context to this? This is everything in your life and business get better if you get better with what? Words. Now watch this. Getting better with words is me painting a picture for you right now. If you go to the mall, especially in Atlanta, there's going to be a booth where when I walk by, they go, my man, let me clean your shoes. Who's seen it? And what does it turn all of us into? Liars. Nobody's on the phone. It makes all of us a liar because we say we coming back, we're not. We pretend we on the phone. Or the people who, my man, I got some oil for that beard. I get that one too. Now, why does it make us turn into that? Because we're not there for them, they're disrupting our experience. All of us, when we do ads, that's what we are to social media. We're the kiosks. Here's what I'm doing. I'm giving us a reframe. I'm giving us a full reframe on how we approach communication so you realize when you're creating these things, how do I make this an enjoyable experience? So it shouldn't feel like an ad. It should feel like you're talking to a friend. It should feel like you're talking to a person you're trying to help. I don't mind the kiosk person if the person is doing something that's in service for me. Is this making sense for us? Yeah. So the more situational we go, the more the person realizes, oh, shoot, this is for me. I want to make sure that we're putting this in all its proper places. This is ads, this is VSLs, this is social media content, this is all things. This is all things communication. This is all things communication. Because what happens, whenever when the camera comes on, we all turn into an infomercial person. Yeah, man, yeah, I'm about to film this ad. Hold on one second. Are you hey, what just happened? I'm talking about voice changes, everything. Hi, I'm 𝗫𝗫𝘁𝗶𝘂. What just happened in here? That camera come on and it's like.
Stop yelling at me, bro.
Now, here's why you're going to need to make these changes. This is why I'm spending some time on this. Because now, The sophistication and education of the buyer has increased. Trust has decreased. If we don't make the shift now to go back to human communication, the resistance is too high. Oh Lord, here go another expert, here go another guru, here go another this. So comfort content and conversational content performs better now. Situational content performs better now. Because now I can see Carter as a person, not a coach or an expert trying to sell me something. So tone matters. Are you going to the store? You going to the store? Same words. Tone matters. Tone matters. Everything in your life and business get better if you get better with what? Words. What are some specific situations that you found yourself in, or people like I love you? I'll do yours because you mentioned a $50,000 tax bill. That's situational like a move. Say it together. Situational like a move. Do y'all hear the difference of that versus if you're a 6 or 7 figure entrepreneur and you have a tax bill? Totally different. And listen to your tonality. Now I feel like a person is describing what's going on with me. And what will happen is you're going to get me in that, and when you're communicating, you'll be like, yeah, I've agreed with you already. Now the call to action makes sense. One of my top performing ads is one where I'm on the beach in Miami. Bell Harbor, that's my spot. Little St. Regis joint. Don't be there at the same time as me now. Don't you be there at the same time as me. I literally pulled out my cell phone. I'm like, I had to pay money for you to see this. I shouldn't even be stopping on my vacation, but here's the deal. And I go right into the conversation, the whole time walking, just talking to him. That one performed really well. Another one is that performed really well. Person came forward with the cell phone. I don't want to film this ad, but it's the only way for you to see my content, for me to tell you about the event I got coming up. I'm just as mad about it as you are. And now what my team sent me, the hook rate is crazy. Here's why. It's a 37-second ad. The average watch time on it is 34 seconds. That's insane. And then my CPMs are lower. It costs me less to acquire a customer when I'm situational like that. You got a really good one. The one where you move the Louis Vuitton bag or something like that? Now the other one, can I offer you some coaching? So my rule of thumb is I always ask permission because you don't walk into people's house without being invited. Can I for real offer you? The other one, I think you're sitting in a chair, and I think I told you, it's like the first, I counted, it was 6 seconds where you told me I'm Kenny's entrepreneur, 7-figure entrepreneur, this. It starts with a bio read, but it's an ad interrupting my regularly scheduled scrolling program. So I'm 6 seconds in before I hear anything about me. So you got to earn attention. You got to buy attention. What's up, family? I'm Marcus Wild Rose, your 7-figure entrepreneur. I work with coaches and speak. That's a very long, I'm gonna scroll off. That's one of them IG lives. Hey, so we're gonna give a few more people a chance to get in. Ain't but 6 of us, and I'm finna go. Right? So it's just like you wanna hook them first and then go into that. Now we gotta reorganize. Let's go back to the anchor thought. Everything in your life and business get better if you get better with what? Words. So what we're talking about now is really just tweaks to get better with words. And we're saying that the best type of communication, even from stage, is the situational communication. When you guys heard me make the example of the food court example, that's situational because we've all been there. So I could take my life and bring you into the same space. When I explain all of us walking into the mall and the person trying to clean our shoes or the kiosk trying to sell us something, I didn't have to be in the mall with you. I'm describing a situation you've experienced. If I go TSA, if I'm on the airplane. Anybody ever been on a plane and you chilling and the person, sir, make sure you buckle up. Like all of us, man, if you don't go on this big old plane, what this little seatbelt gonna do? All of us has experienced it, right? Situational communication. Now I built a connection that I can make the point. So I want you guys to start thinking about what are things you currently experience that can become more situational for the people that you teach. Make sense? Your aggravations, your frustrations, people who get on your nerves, clients you don't like, all of these things allows you to appeal to the people that you will be working with. Sick people don't know they sick. Blind people don't know they're blind. Lazy people don't know they're lazy. It takes a person with a message to be able to communicate to people what they need. So if you're trying to help people and say, I'm looking for action takers, even people that are not will claim an identity that they are not. Pharisees thought they were saved. Sadducees thought they were perfect. Scribes thought they were good. I come to say the righteous. I'm righteous. I'm like, no, you're not. So Jesus has to use parables and analogies to expose to people in his message. So the story of the prodigal son in Luke 15 is a story about them. And they don't even realize it. The Good Samaritan is a story to show them that how evil they are. And a certain man fell amongst thieves, and then he ends it with who? He said, now which one was the Good Samaritan? They're like, he had to use a situational message to expose to them because they thought they were the one that would help the person out. This is the way you change people. Everybody in here, when you see an opportunity that you know could change your life and your business, you take action on it, right?
Right.
Everybody in here, y'all come on, y'all are entrepreneurs, you 7, 8-figure entrepreneurs. When you see something that you know could change your life and business, you take action on it, right? Right. Now, all of us have lived through the creation of Google, AI, Facebook, Instagram, and all these other things. MySpace. We've moved from sitting with a CD book, storyteller, sitting with a CD book, pulling out the disc, LimeWire, making CD. We put out CD books and had, like I can describe the disc changer, etc. And you can show people how all these inventions happened during your lifetime that you were not a part of. Then you make the thing that you're creating as an innovative idea. What if this thing that I'm telling you right now is the thing that could be the next thing you miss out on? Because you're holding on to money. Most of us think that if we were in the garage with Steve Jobs, we would have invested. No, you wouldn't have. Every great innovation started in a garage. Harley Davidson, garage. Disney, garage. Apple, garage. Facebook, garage. Here's my question. Who was invited that didn't come? And who was invited that didn't stay? And third, who was invited that didn't invest? In this room, you're one of 3 people. You're the one that was invited to an opportunity and didn't come. The one who was invited that didn't stay, or the one who was invited that didn't invest. What if this is the thing that is the next garage idea that becomes an innovation that changes the world? How that feel?
There you go. Yeah, that's the casket.
Now what doesn't, I just created a full emotion, and that was freestyling.
That was quick too. It's not 40 seconds.
Bop, 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 bop.
I think storytelling like takes 90 seconds or derails from the attention. You just did that shit. 40 seconds.
Because every story don't have to be these long, drawn out things. Some of them are just these inserts. Like, y'all knew what I was doing, be honest. If you check how you felt, it felt different. I just shifted an emotion, created a desire, and in your head, I inserted a question seeding. I hope you are enjoying this. I'm telling you, this is only a few minutes out of 2 8-hour days. Think about 16 hours of training. And what's amazing about what we do, there is no place that I found that teaches business owners and entrepreneurs how to speak in a way that grows their brand, their business, and their bank account. Now, there are a ton of speaker programs, but very few that are for business owners, because business owners aren't speaking for hand claps and applause. We're speaking with the hopes of growing our business. So if I said, hey, I want to invite you on a podcast, you want to come on the podcast in hopes of getting more followers, more brand visibility, more business. Well, I want to invite you to get access to Entrepreneur Speaker. It is the only speaker training specifically for business owners who want to grow their brand, business, and bank account. You get access to learning how to speak without notes, how to organize in your head, how to present from stage. You learn storytelling, how to master telling your story in a way that sells for you. You learn my subtle selling system, and you also learn how to sell via masterclass, webinar, or challenge. So in the description below, you will get access to that. I cannot wait to see you at the next Entrepreneur Speaker. Let's get back to the episode. What is the next big thing I don't want to miss out on? That's the indirect question I just put in your head. So I'm sitting in this for a second, and I'm moving right now. I'm moving because I'm challenging all of us to say everything in your life and your business gets better if you get better with words. That's not just a statement. That's not just one of the slogans of Entrepreneur Speaker. It is a core belief of mine. Because I know that there at the end of all wars, don't nothing happen unless somebody sit down and talk about it. Civil rights, which is the whole fight over money, whatever it is, don't nothing change until somebody starts speaking. Don't nothing change until somebody starts speaking. So notice how I got this core belief, and I'm just stacking the belief. Like everything I just taught y'all could be its own session underneath this one core conviction. This is what happens. The most dangerous thing about the internet, someone would take this word for word with no substance underneath it. They'll still, oh, that's a bar, I'm gonna take that, but there's no substance underneath it. Your core convictions and your situational communication, that's what's gonna change the way that you communicate with people.